Assalamualikum OyaRahmatullahe OyaBarakatuhu. Welcome to my virtual classroom, MKA Classroom. Now let's start today's video tutorial. We will try to discuss bond price theorems or bond pricing theorem. Bond price or bond pricing theorems. Bonds are generally issued with a fixed rate of interest known as coupon rate. This is calculated on the face value of the bond and remains fixed till maturity. So here we will see bonds are issued with a fixed interest rate. Which we will call the coupon rate, and it is continue till maturity. At the time of issue of the bond, its coupon rate will generally be equal to the prevailing market interest rate. As time passes, the market interest rate may change either upwards or downwards. If the current market interest rate rises above the coupon rate of the bond provides lower return, hence becomes less attractive. So here we will see, as the time passes, the market interest rate may change either upwards or downwards. If the current market interest rate rises above its coupon rate of the bond provides a lower return, hence becomes less attractive. Thus, the current market price of the bond, if goes higher, or current market rate goes above its coupon rate, the bonds provides less return. That's why that bonds become less attractive. That's why the price of that bond goes below of its face value. If the market interest rate declines below the coupon rate, the bond price will increase. And bond will begin to sold at premium on its face value. That means if the current market interest rate goes down of the coupon rate of the bond, then it becomes more attractive because it provides more interest to the investors. That's why price goes upper of its face value, and this type of bond is called premium bond. And on the other hand, if the current market interest or market price or market interest is upper than its coupon rate, then it is less attractive to the investors, because in the market he can search for another company's bond which provides more return than this company's bond. That's why it becomes less attractive, and that's why the price of this bond goes below of its face value, and this type of bond is called discount bond. Thus, bond prices vary inversely with changes in market interest rates. So, bond prices vary inversely with the changes in market interest rate. That means market interest rate goes up, then the coupon rate, what will happen? Our bond price go down. If market interest going down, our bond price will up. So in this way, the bond prices inversely changes in the market interest rate. The amount of price valuation necessary to adjust to a given change in interest rates is a function of number of years to maturity. In the case of long maturity bonds, a change in market interest rate results a relatively large price change when compared to a short maturity bond. So we know that the two types of bonds, bond maturity, one is short and other is long. Short maturity bond and long maturity bond. So here I checked. Long maturity bonds, a change in the market interest rate results in a relatively large price change when compared to a short maturity bond. That means a short maturity bond are lower response or less response to the market interest rates, but long bonds are relatively more response to the market interest rates. In the other words, the long-term bond is more sensitive to interest rate changes than the short-term bonds. That is, the long-term bonds generally have greater exposure to interest rate risks. So that's the word. The long-term bond is more sensitive. Long-term bond is more sensitive to the interest rate changes than the short-term bond. That is, long-term bonds generally have the greater exposure to interest rate risks. The relation between bond prices and changes in the market interest rate have been stated by Barton G. Malkiel. Barton G. Malkiel in the form of 5 general principles, and these are known as bond pricing theorems. Barton G. Malkiel has provided 5 principles, general principles for the bond pricing valuation models, and these 5 principles are called bond pricing theorems. They explained the bond pricing behavior in an environment of changing interest rate. The 5 principles are now here we will try to discuss. Principles number 1. the bond price will move inversely to the market interest changes. So that we have already discussed. Bond price will move inversely to the market interest rate. Now we will see number 2. Bond price variability is directly related to the term of maturity, which means for a given change in the level of market interest rates, changes in bond prices are greater for long-term maturities, which are discussed now. That is, long-term bonds are more sensitive. We have discussed in here. Number 3. A bond sensitivity to change in the market interest rates are increases at a diminishing rate as the time remaining until its maturity increases. Here I said, the bond sensitivity to change in the market interest rates are increases at a diminishing rates as the time remaining until its maturity increases. That means if the maturity increases, then a bond sensitivity to change in the market interest rate increases at a diminishing rate as the time remaining until its maturity. Number 4, the price changes resulting from equal absolute increases in market interest rate are not symmetrical. That is, for any given maturity, a decreases market interest rate causes a price rise that is larger than the price decline that results from a equal increase in market interest rate. And number 5, bond price volatility is related to the coupon rate, which applies that the percentage change in a bond's price due to a change in the market interest rate will be smaller if its coupon rate is higher. These theorems are derived and proven from basic bond pricing equations that already we have discussed one by one. This all about today. Stay home, stay safe. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuhu.